Hi guys, Shane again, Trading Waves with Shane, and it is Sunday, 12th of December. I think it's about lunchtime where you are, or just after lunch. Okay, very quick look. I'm just going to give you my quick overview on the bigger time frames on what I'm seeing at the moment. And of course, if you want to learn how to trade like this, you can join my Discord channel. All right, guys, so quick recap. Let's see. Okay, short to the top there. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Okay, so now what is Bitcoin doing? Remember the massive spike down took everyone by surprise, and now we started the correction. Now let me go and show you guys the daily time frame. In fact, let me go to the log scale so you can actually see the bigger picture. Okay, from back in what's this, September 19, 2019. Okay, this is where we say we've done our wave one, our wave two, and this beautiful impulse was our wave three. Okay, there we go, wave three. Now we were hoping that this would be our wave four over here and shoot to all-time, well, proper new highs, not just what we did now, and for wave five. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. So this is still in a bigger sideways correction. That's the one I showed you guys, I think, in June, July. I said, because we have 5 waves down here, I cannot commit to this being a bull run from there. So after repeating myself a few times, let's see where we are now. Okay, so this 4 obviously now is going to go somewhere else down here. Where will it end? Well, no one's going to tell you for sure. But what we look at in Elliott Wave, we're looking at a pattern at the moment playing out called a flat pattern. There are 2 or 3 scenarios actually. There's your running flat. We have a normal standard flat, which will give you, for pattern traders, give you a double bottom like that and going higher, or even more pain, which is an expanded flat, which will break the lows, the last lows, which it does like to do, and I like to see that. Break the last lows, it's a breakout trade, and guys get in short and thinking it's going to go more, does a dip, and then turns around. Okay, so until we're nearing these areas, we cannot tell exactly if it's going to be a running flat or so on. I suppose another thing could happen as well. Could be a massive triangle. I think I mentioned this before, where it will bounce around here quite a few times, 5 waves before the up move. Now that won't take us very low, but it will take a lot of time to do. Okay, so that's what we're looking at now. If I quickly just go down to the lower time frame, 4 hours. So what I'm looking at now, let me just zoom out. We should see from this low an impulse in 5 waves to give us our direction going up again. It hasn't happened. It's only given us this 3-wave ABC. Now that tells me that it's not going up right now, which means we're going to get this correction and most likely correction up to there, and then a new low, and then from there it needs to decide what it wants to do. So very closely you have to look at the 53,000-ish level. That's where our last lows were. It's also the nice structure of this being a bigger WXY or ABC, and that will give us a area for me to close some of my longs, and I'll probably start going into more short positions so I can play the bear market down. Guys, we have to break above this quite impulsively. If this was some weird one and then ABC like this for wave 2, which I highly doubt, but if it was the case, we have to break through 53 decisively and impulsively for this to stay above 53, 54 levels. Without that, I'm sorry, it's going to do another dip. Well, that's what I think. It's not trading advice, remember, just my views. If I quickly look at Ethereum, Ethereum has been very, very good. I think last week, if you haven't watched last week's video, please go watch it, because I explained this beautiful, let me just make that, our leading diagonal, and I said if it doesn't break above the channel, we're going to see pullback down here. I'm not going to lie to you, I was hoping it will stop right there, but it went even deeper down to there. So it's still very valid, all good. In theory, this should give us a nice bounce down go. If it doesn't, then it's going to be also a dragged out correction before it decides to go. But Ethereum to me looks like one of the bigger stronger ones at the moment. Okay, let me just look at the daily time frame quickly. If I just take off my drawings, we'll see the massive pin bar over here. Yesterday's candle made a nice bit of a bullish close on the green candle there, so it's looking good for Ethereum. It's worth to try and get in on that. Let me just see if I can give you. Yeah, so we've got down, a correction, and down. Okay, so that has now finished that correction. Hopefully this will be the impulse, the pullback on wave 2, and that should be a massive strong wave 3 going now. So Ethereum is looking good in that way. I'll quickly look at, I think some guys were asking about Litecoin. I don't trade Litecoin anymore, but let's see. It's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's got quite a move down as well. Looking very, if I go to the daily, it does look, it's broken out of the channel. Yep, so it's broken out of the channel. Again, we'll wait for this to be a 1, 2, 1, 2 and go. Broke out. So now we've got A, B, C, which will give us a bigger correction as well, most likely. So I think if you just look at Bitcoin, you'll know what Litecoin is doing because they seem to be doing the same thing. Ethereum is one on its own. XRP. Now this, okay, so we've got a beautiful wave 1 up. We've got our 3-wave structure to the side, which is a flat. And now the spike all the way down there and came back. So if I go to 4-hour, it came into my buy area very nicely. And so very, very keen to buy. I did buy some, but then I closed it again. The reason why I closed it, because this was very overlapping 3 waves. It wasn't giving me a proper impulse, and I was pulled back. If I look at this, this could be 1, 2, no, see, that's still very strange structure. If this is the 1, and that's the 2, then this is going to be a small 1, and a small 2, and then have to go. So if we go from here, it's going to be very good. But most of us got suckered into this buy with this candle right here. So this candle, my green arrow, is where I got in, right at the bottom. I don't know how I managed that, but I got in right there. And then I closed it when it came down because it broke below that candle. Okay, because it's supposed to go up, pull back to there and keep going, but it didn't all the way back down. So unfortunately, I'm out of that trade. I'll look at it. If I see any new lows here, I will definitely get back in again. Let me just see if I go like this. If I get something like that, I will consider down there again. If I look at what else, I'll quickly look at the ADA. ADA I quite enjoy the last few weeks. It's been good. On the way down over here, the ABC, I bought down here and I closed up there, so a little profit, hoping this was going to be the low. Same thing happened again, came very hard down with everything else and made a nice 3-wave ABC structure. I was hoping that this would be the impulse for 1. That's my beautiful retrace for 2. I got in there in the box and I was hoping it'll be the 3. Unfortunately, it was just the ABC for more low. Luckily, there's my dotted line, so I managed to close with profit. There was a chance I took there. I should have held on to see if it keeps going, but it showed that it's just not going to do it, so I got out. Now, what has it done now? Done looks like could be 5 waves. So then, if this is a bigger correction, and then this is the last 5 waves down, we could be done. So if I just zoom in, let me just quickly look at the 1 hour, because this one I'm very keen on getting in. So this was the last low on its white line at the 119, 120 area. It just spiked through there and then turned up. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. And now, yeah, okay. So I'm actually looking for, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got an A. I need a 3-wave B and another 5 waves down for C. So I think if I get down here, let me put my alarm on. If I get down here, I definitely want to be looking at buying or getting into the ADA trade. It is well worth it for me because well worth it for me because that's a very, very small stop loss if it does work or doesn't work. So just to show you what I mean, that's my low, and and I get in there, that's very, very small loss compared to a massive gain if this is the low. Of course, we haven't broken his channel yet, so we can still do one more dip down here into this box area again and then go. So this is the chance I keep taking. I keep buying that structure, hoping it's going to be the one that goes. So I'll do the same thing here again, and if it goes this time, third time lucky, we'll go to the moon. Else, yeah, we'll have to pay close attention. But my group and I, all of us are watching this one closely, and a few others that the guys are looking at. So we'll see what happens this week. So this week is a few things to watch, guys. Just watch that retrace on Bitcoin and so on, and you need to make a decision. So if above 53, we're going. If not, it's more pain coming. I'm sorry. Hey guys, good luck. Email me if you want to join a group, and good luck.